Thanks, Coach. Well, both teams were hoping the rain would vacate the Green Bay area by kick, but alas, it's still falling pretty steadily in and around Lambeau Field. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Melvin Gordon, a two-time Pro Bowler. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Matchbox light.
Here's Locke to throw. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line. Sutton is part of a good young receiving core for the Broncos. They liked Sutton enough last year. They traded away Demaryius Thomas, if you remember, halfway through the season. And Sutton, he responded. Rookie campaign, had over 700 yards, 42 catches for the man from Brenham, Texas, which is located halfway between Houston and Austin. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
And a Broncos 1st down.
Ready. Hey, Echo. 18 Gator.
Clock now on 1st down. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Lock to throw on 2nd down. This is the tight end Fant. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsey, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kicking. Vicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing is Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Rodgers escaping the pressure, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And how about this, a fake? And this is caught, and the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Go, Mike 51. Mike 51.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Rodgers will try again on second down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line. On first down, Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Rodgers to throw once more. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
One back in the game. That's Jones. 2nd and goal.
Hey, 88. Recon.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Watch the screen.
Back north.
Check.
3rd down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
For the field goal, a 24-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they are on the board, trailing now at 6-3. a dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that?
on, what does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 31, Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. He completes this to Sutton. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Check three. Who's off focus? Hey, wahoo!
Second and 5 now. Locke. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And now off to the races, down the right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Go.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a carry for Lindsey. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more as this game goes along.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Check 4. General West.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Phillip Lindsay with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half, as his guys are back within a single score. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the 1st half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting.
And that's caught inside the 35. 6 yards on the play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
We didn't get that.
51. 51 to Mike. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. You're all mine.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Jarrell Casey, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
Mason Crosby on for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Ready.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Hey, Roy!
Throwing on second down. Lock. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now Locke throwing on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
I-7.
So Mike 42, Mike 42.
They gonna need some therapy after this.
42 to Mike, boys, 42. 42 to
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
We want it. Come to my world.
kill.
Ready?
2nd and 5 now. Lock. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. In for the score, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that will tie things at 20 all. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Hey, let's go.
Let's put him on the button.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
3rd down and 12.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Hey, Foxtrot.
51 to Mike.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 15. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10.
Come on, set.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
On 2nd and 7, Locke rolling to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the... He's picked off at his own 47. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. There for the sack, Everson Griffin.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
319.
51.
Here, Mike.
I got you, son. Kill.
Inside.
Hey, turn it up.
Go, Mike. Inside.
Hey, let's go.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. A.J. Boye with a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's second and inches at the 35-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
I can't believe they even let
Hey, dude.
On second down, here's Locke. Going right side here, and that's complete. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On first down, it's Lindsey. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Locke to throw on second down. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They look to throw. It's Locke. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Davis now to return it. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over first and 10. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
51. Box it.
I'm here all day. Mike 51. I don't think we're going to get up.
From the 31, Rodgers. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Jarrell Casey able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. The Packers on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8.
Check tight.
Rodgers now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Mason Crosby on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range. Gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Brings up second and 7.
Move off,
Mike 42. Your job.
Watch twist, watch. Pilot, 64, weak. On the ball. Head up.
On second and 7, Locke. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but now it's third down. The Broncos on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7.
6-6, pull it high.
Watch the run, watch the run. He's coming, he's coming.
Smooth.
Double up.
There goes.
Throwing his lock on third down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Packers will get the football at their own 20-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards, first down Packers. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. The defense did their... job, 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at him from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 2nd and inches, Locke. This is the tight end Fant. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Locke. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. Block now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsey. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. That's complete to the former Aggie Jay Sternberger. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. You think back to 2018, many people thought it would be Royce Freeman taking over as the lead back in Denver. Spent a 3rd-round pick on him, but it was Phillip Lindsey who would be in the catbird seat as the #1 running back. But still for Freeman, not a bad rookie campaign, 521 yards and 5 touchdowns as the backup. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam on, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Here we go, D, get off the field. Check 3, check 3.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. He talked about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Denver, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.